Howdy folks and welcome to Brain Rotters. The Battle Scars episode 7 of the Bad Batch has dropped. We're going to be breaking down all the Star Wars Easter eggs in it, as well as talking about that Ahsoka and Rex ending explained for you. So let's start at the beginning of the episode. Ruby is the name of the little rodent running around the Bad Batch's ship at the beginning of the episode. When Ruby was dropped by Wrecker, it actually squeals like R2's infamous squeal. Rex now has a scar on his head from having his inhibitor chip taken out by Ahsoka, who is referenced many times in this episode, and even in the ending when Rex is talking to someone before Hunter approaches him, Rex could be talking to Ahsoka, who he is saying to meet him at the rendezvous point in the next rotation. If Rex has a rendezvous spot with anyone, wouldn't it be the one person he can trust? The only other person who survived Order 66 with him? Ahsoka. So there's a quick little ending explained for you. Now, going back to it, then the Bad Batch rallies up with Rex, who's on Braca. Braca is a planet from the Jedi Fallen Order game where we meet Cal Kestis initially. We see that the Bad Batch are still held up on Braca, and the Scrapper Guild is already on their trail. So we might get to see a cameo appearance from like a young Cal, sort of what they did in Clone Wars, introducing Boba as a young boy when we know him to be this full-grown bounty hunter. Curiously, Omega says she does not have an inhibitor chip in this episode. Here's why I think this. I don't know why, but I think Omega might not be a clone after all if she doesn't have a chip in her head. That's one instance. Another could be that the Kaminoans have more planned for her than serving the Empire, meaning Omega wasn't a fully faulty gene mutation which birthed the rest of the Bad Batch, but she was made on purpose instead. Hey, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one. Back to Braca. When the Bad Batch initially meet Rex there, we see Rex's blue bomber that he was souping up at the end of Clone Wars Season 7 to leave the iced over planet. We get a Fives name drop from Rex. Rex points out that the Star Destroyer that they are on is called a Venator class ship, and it's significant because it's the same kind of ship that Rex was on in Season 7 of the Clone Wars when he got his chip activated and taken out. No doubt this is the reason why he's bringing the Bad Batch to this specific kind of ship, to get their chips taken out the same way he only knows how. On the planet, they encountered this swimming sarlacc pit. It's actually called the Diagnaga. You'll remember that the Diagnaga was actually the creature in the water in the infamous trash compactor scene back in Star Wars A New Hope. This one's a mini version from the one seen in Jedi Fallen Order. Very few clones survived Order 66 and were able to resist the power of the inhibitor chip, which is what Rex tells us in this episode. He could be talking about the clones like Gregor or Wolf, who we know Rex is held up with in Rebels. Howdy folks, what'd you think of this breakdown? What do you think of the episode entirely? What does it mean for the rest of the series moving forward? Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and let's discuss in the comments.